like 2.5 seconds ago, this area right here was filled with kittens. Yes, it was. But I am a mama duck, and these are all my baby ducks. Oh, here, they're going to go back. Okay. They have been underneath me. Okay, come on. Come over here so everybody can see your beauty. I know. Come here. Come on. I know. Look at the little floofy poofies. I know. Here. Say hi. What? Why you yell? Don't yell. I don't feel good. Okay. Well, I wasn't actually going to film today, but I have been off not filming for a while now. And I did want, because I did find out that I will probably be keeping these babies today. I've had them for, I hear you. I've had them for several days now. They're actually kittens. They're about probably 7 weeks old, 6 weeks old. And then look, I know you don't like me. Okay, I'll shut it. This kitten and the one that ran are siblings, and then the other 5 are siblings. But my local shelter, I know this one was feral too, but has come a long way. And just in the past couple days. What are you trying to do? Oh, so small. They're so small. They're all between almost a pound and 1 pound 2 ounces. What a bug. I know. They're screamers. I know. Anyway, my local shelter that I work with quite closely a lot. Oh, sorry. Called, because they're doing no contact adoptions as well, but these babies are so little, and they are having poop issues and losing weight. 2 of them, the floofiest one, the 2 floofy ones. Oh, back up here. You eat. So let them have just started eating today. Today is the first, and that's baby food. They didn't have any Gerber baby food, but they had beech nut. So, excuse me. I'll come to that in just a minute. So, finally, after 3 days of fluids and vitamins in their fluids, they have started eating, but they're only eating baby food. Yes, you're one of them, huh? This one, and then the 2 floofs have had to have fluids and vitamins. Yeah, no, you're a piglet. You're the piglet. Yes. And that's why they have these collars on. The shelter always puts on the collars, and I haven't taken them off because I haven't named. What? Okay, named them yet. Now, these babies didn't have collars on because they were feral, and they didn't, they don't handle the ferals. They just put them in the feral cage, but I handle the ferals. I have been gone for quite a while, and a little bit of that was on purpose. July was a rough month for me, in a lot of ways. I have been sick. I now am at the end of strep throat. I have had the vestibular stuff going on, and my doctor firmly suggested I cut back on my work. And I know y'all are like, well, you have kittens, you have more kittens. Yes, I do have more kittens. We have had a bunch of adoptions. We don't have hardly near as many as we did. But these babies are not a lot of work, or they're not a lot of the stress. My stress comes more from the admin side and that kind of thing. And I do have somebody working with me on Sarah, who I've talked about before, is doing some of like the adoption stuff. She's doing a lot of the admin work right now. So really, all I have been doing the past couple weeks has been kind of like I did at the beginning, was just taking care of the babies. And sleeping. No, I've been sleeping a lot. So, not only have I been sick, but I have lost 2 people that are close to me, have passed away in July. And I do want to talk real quick about one of them. I can't talk long. I tried to make her own video, kind of a remembrance video, but I was not able to do that without breaking down every single time. Hi, and she loves kittens so much she won't care how I do it, but I do think she would want some of you to know. Lisa Hart passed away in July. She was vocal about what was going on with her, is the only reason I feel comfortable. And she was really a part of like the comment section, and she was part of the Boo Crew when with Lucky Ferals and that kind of thing. But she passed away. She had breast cancer and some other things, and she did. And then I also had a close childhood friend pass away in July. So between that, my not feeling good, also when I was giving Vivian her bath, I dropped my whole camera into her bath water. That is at the place, trying to see if I can get the footage off of it. I do this like every it seems like once a year I lose a bunch of footage. So there's that. I don't know where we're at with the footage though. I haven't even checked today. I don't feel like it. After this clip, I'm going to put up a mail time that I have, because the mail time I filmed after my camera broke. All the other mail times are still on that camera, but I thought, well, this hopefully won't be that long, even though I've already talked for 7 minutes. Yes, but we got some really good stuff in that mail time. Yes, we did. I know. And that way, I won't be near as behind. Oh, good. Eat. Wait, are you the... Okay, no, you're the... Yes, you're the... Okay. The feral floof and the collar floof look a lot alike. And it's the collar floof that's sick. It's these two that have just started eating. Anyway, so, you know, everything is good. I mean, I'm fine. It's just been a lot to deal with, but no worries. Everything is still, I'm still doing what I do. I just have been busy. Oh, and as you can hear, my son is screaming. He won't leave me. So, but I'm good. Like, I don't have anything critically wrong with me or anything like that. I think it's mostly mental. And we will be back soon. Yes, I know, I love you. It's mail time once again, and as usual, I will have to say, 1, the wash machine's going, so it's going to be loud. 2, my floor, ignore my floor. It's actually not horrible, but ignore my floor. And 3, if you sent me something and it didn't make it into the video, I'm sorry. I tried real hard to get everything together. However, they're going through tons and tons of food. And right now, Friskies is all, I mean, if you can see, like, there's food, and there's food, there's food. I mean, and they're all empty. It's just, we're eating a whole bunch more Friskies now, and I've had to order a bunch too. And sometimes I don't pay attention when I open the boxes. So I actually sometimes get confused. But anyway, so let's get started. We'll start. Oh, and this one, this came with no note, but thank you very much. It is, I believe, oh my goodness, my brain, well, I mean, my brain does it a lot, but it just shut down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't think of the word of what this is, but I know what it is and I know how to use it, and thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Woo. And then Natasha Morrison sent over a play. It is a tunnel, which I love. We go through tunnels a lot. They, you know, once they get older, they tear them up fairly quickly, but I like for everyone to always have one, because it is a big, huge favorite. So Natasha, thank you so much for the tunnel. They'll get lots and lots of use out of it, I promise. And then Kris sent over a really cute little toy. It says, "Hi Steph, I was watching some kittens playing with this toy today. The kittens were having such a good time. I thought of you and your kittens, and it would be a perfect addition to the nursery. Enjoy." Oh, y'all, I don't know if I should be filming this mail time at the moment. I have like 500 things going through my brain, and it's not working on any of them. But look how cute this is. So it spins, but the thing I was so excited about is she also sent extra butterflies, because I promise you, I mean, they tear them up, you know, quick. And a lot of times I'll like tie something or hang something on there, but this came with extra butterflies. So thank you, Kris. That is cool. All right, and then we move over here, and this is all from Jay. And Jay sent, and I'm hoping, I kind of have a feeling something's missing, but I couldn't exactly tell you what. Jay sent over 2 things of the Friskies. One is just the shreds, and the other is seafood and chicken pate. We're going through both, because one room, the nursery really likes the pate more. I have to put out both because there's a couple kittens that like the shreds, but mostly they do pate. And then in the foster room, they just do the shreds. So, you know, and she also sent over a yummy box, and a yummy box has different things in it each time. That's kind of why I like it, because you just never know what you're going to get, but they eat everything out of it. I mean, you can see how that is. And then she sent over some Q-tips or cotton buds, whatever you want to call them, which are wonderful. We go through these quickly because little kittens' ears are nasty. They're nasty. And then, and I've opened everything. She sent 3 kinds of gloves. And they really are, it's funny because I do actually use them for different things because they're like different size. I don't know. And I don't want this to be 100 miles long. So, thank you, especially for the gloves. Gloves are hard to come by around here, and they have to be used with Vivian and with Sylvester. There's no, especially with Sylvester, so there's nothing I can do about it. They have to be used. So thank you, Jay, so much. And then we come over here, and Mary J. Gilbert has sent us 2, my floor. Oh, ignore my floor. She sent a $25 Petco gift card, which is great because they have a food called Wholehearted that I really like. And it's really good ingredients, and it's a tiny bit less expensive than the Fancy Feast. And I've had some good luck with it here recently, so that's what I'll use that for. And then there's a $25 Tractor Supply Company, and I use that for mostly for injectables. They have, and also one of Sylvester's newest medicines you can get at Tractor Supply cheaper than you can get from a vet. So that's what that will be used for. And then she sent over 2 cases of the Fancy Feast, a seafood grilled and a poultry and beef grilled, which, as you can tell, we have annihilated. So thank you so much, Mary, for the supplies. They really came in handy. And then Randy Emmett, and I'm gonna show both because both it reminded me of Christmas. Randy, your presents really reminded me of Christmas. So I said, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with kittens," and that is true. And then I hear those jingle balls jingling and crinkle balls crinkling too. It's lovely weather for meowing together with you. Oh, that's why it reminds me of Christmas when I read it out loud. Excuse me. It's like the Christmas song. I'm telling you guys, I am nutty today. And this is, and I haven't gotten it out yet because I really wanted to clean and sanitize in there before I set it up. It is a pop-up tent that balls can go in, and I had a ball pit. I have some balls. And I had a ball pit last year that I used. I use it a ton, and I loved it. And I saw this, and I thought, oh my gosh, I loved that ball tent, or that ball pit. So I put that on the list. And then also a case of Friskies poultry. And they're just the little pieces too, as well. So thank you, Randy, so much. As soon as I get everything in there sanitized, which I'm hoping I'm going to do right after this, that's the next on my list, I'm going to set up the ball tent. And then Laura Prestridge sent over a case. I had to use the thing that these came in, sorry. This is the food that Vivian eats. This is what her foster that she came from feeds. It's the Whole Earth Farms Healthy Kitten Recipe. And we didn't want to switch her quite yet because the last thing you need in the world is a paralyzed kitten that you have to express having diarrhea. So it was really important we kept her on the same food, at least until, we can figure something out. And it's really good food. I mean, the first ingredients are chicken broth, chicken liver, natural flavor, dried egg. So, it's a good food. I just have never fed it before, so I didn't have any other than what she sent. She sent me all that she had. But thank you, Laura, for that food because I did not want to have to deal with diarrhea on top of everything else. And then also she sent a bag of the yesterday's news. It's empty because I'm going through litter as fast as I'm going through food. And litter is hard to come by as well. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's happening. And then we have Julia Harris sent over a bunch of presents. And I want to talk about the first one first. It is the Shark Vac Mop. And it is wonderful. It is right there. I have used it several times. I actually love it. Love it. I like it so much, I sent her a thing of me using it. I wasn't sure if I would because I actually have a steam mop that I use. I use it more for sanitation purposes because I don't know if you know, but coccidia you can only get rid of by either... There's a product called Rescue, and you can steam it. You can heat it up really hot, which is what I use the steam mop for. And anyway, but it's like really heavy. So I'll always have to use that because I have to heat. But this thing, oh my goodness, it's light. It really actually works. Like it vacuums and it mops. And I don't know what's in the solution, But like it gets up weird stuff, like stuff that normally I have to get down on my hands and knees and get up and then steam mop. So I was very impressed. So if anyone's on the fence about getting a shark vac, I highly recommend them, actually. And she sent the mop and some pads, and this came with it, but that she sent extra. Very, very excited about. She also sent a bag of the yesterday's newsletter, which I've opened, but there's actually some in there, which is surprising. And she sent over a bag of the Purina One kitten chicken, but it's gone, and I used the bag. I reuse the bags as I dump the old litter in the bags when, you know, they're done, because they're sturdy and you can carry them around without them breaking. And I've used that bag. So, and we've eaten it all, because there's several of the kittens that will only eat dry food, and that's their fave. She also sent a thing of my favorite cat toys. It has a tunnel in it, a kicker, some lawn toys. It has just a ton of different toys that I love. She sent over a box of the Burt's Bees dander wipes. I use these a lot, and I use them especially right before their adoptions. I give them all a good wipe down with these, and then I also take them with me, like when we go to the vet and stuff like that. It just kind of refreshes them. And then she sent me a pet box of gloves, which I love, because like I said, it's so funny because I said that on a video that gloves are hard to come by, and then lots of people were like, I'll get you gloves. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, because I really hate how much I go through them, but I have to have a new pair every time I go on with Sylvester, and I have to have you really can't reuse gloves. I mean, that's kind of defeats the purpose. It's like the syringes, I know it's wasteful, but you really just can't reuse these things, and I can't figure out, another way. So some things I really try to be mindful of, but some things you just can't. Some things you just have to get new ones. And then she sent a pack of the Delectables. It's bisque and stew. I will tell you, they love these, but I do kind of cheat with this because, well, Hope is kind of a foster kitten. Hope loves the stew, and then Shira loves the bisque, so I do give them some too. I know technically they're not foster kittens, but they really love them. And then she sent a case of the Fancy Feast poultry and beef grilled, which actually, it has a couple cans in it. And then a box of the kitchen bags, which I've already opened because I was out, because medical kittens especially make a lot of waste. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then she sent over a Pet MD ear wipes. They're antimicrobial, which are great. I use these a lot, especially if they just have gunk, kind of more on the outside of their ears. I do love the ear wipes and the eye wipe. The ear and the eye wipes. Oh, goodness. And then she sent over the chlorhexidine wipes, which I use quite a bit. It is actually, this year is the new year for using these. I kind of didn't before this year, but now with any kind of cut, scrape, wound, I will use these. Sylvester, I use these. Wallace, when he had his things, used them. Eventually, when Vivian's sores close up more on her tail, I'll use them. It's too open. The one wound, she only really has the one wound left, but eventually it'll close up and a little bit more, and I will use them. I really like them. The chlorhexidine, and then there's something else that starts with a K, but I can't remember what that is either. Are really great. They're very good antimicrobial and antifungal properties. So, thank you so much, Julia, and thank you everyone, I almost fell over, for all your wonderful gifts. I could not do this without you. As you can see, I use everything. So thank you.